Ci troviamo all'interno della sede di Novo Nordisk, la società danese conosciuta in tutto il mondo per i suoi farmaci per la cura del diabete e l'emofilia. Ci sono grosse novità in casa Novo Nordisk e abbiamo pensato di farle appunto conoscere. Innanzitutto l'azienda ha un nuovo amministratore delegato, il dottor Costas Piliounis, e sta per compiere 90 anni di storia. Innanzitutto conosciamo il nuovo manager da vicino. Dottor Piliounis, ecco, ci racconta un pochettino di lei, che cosa, appunto, la sua esperienza professionale, da dove arriva, insomma, qualcosa per farla conoscere.
My name is Costas Piliounis. I'm working in Novo Nordisk for 26 years. I started my career in the company in the Greek affiliate in 1987. I worked there for 1 year. And after that, I started an international career. I worked in the Middle East. I moved for some time in Denmark, worked in the headquarters in Copenhagen. Then I went to work in Saudi Arabia. I worked back in Athens, in Latin America, especially in Brazil. Before I come to Italy, I worked in Spain. I was general manager for Spain and Portugal. And since 1st of January I'm in Rome.
Bene, quindi benvenuto qui in Italia. Qual è il suo background?
I have a combined background. My studies originally were in chemistry, but after that I studied management in London. And actually I started my career in research and development, not in medicine but in chocolates. Then I moved on to production. I work in factories. But that was only for 2-3 years. After that, I was focused in medical business.
Ok, passiamo adesso a Novo Nordisk. Appunto, come abbiamo detto prima, l'azienda il 16 febbraio compierà 90 anni, perché appunto è stata fondata nel 1923. Quali sono le tappe fondamentali di questi 90 anni di storia?
Actually, the most important step, in my opinion, was the establishment of the company in 1923. And it is quite interesting how the company was established, because the founder of the company, August Crow, who had received the Nobel for medicine in 1923, besides being a very keen doctor and researcher, he had a personal problem with his wife. She was diabetic. So he was desperately looking for a treatment for diabetes. At this point of time, he heard that Banting and Best in Canada, they found insulin as the treatment of diabetes. So he went there, he met with them, and he was given the permission to produce insulin. So in 1923, they established the company in Denmark in order to produce insulin. Actually, that was the first attempt in Europe to produce a product to treat diabetes. And you can say that the company started from a joint scientific interest and a personal interest for the treatment of patients with diabetes. And one thing that has remained the same 90 years later is exactly the same principles. Keen interest on science and keen interest on patients.
Cosa ha fatto Novo di particolarmente rilevante appunto per il mondo del diabete, per il mondo dell'emofilia?
Actually, looking in the 90 years of history of Novo Nordisk, it's a continuous development of our products. Actually, the treatment today for diabetes has nothing to do with the treatment 90 years ago, of course. In this process, Novo Nordisk changed a lot of insulins. In the beginning, made the insulins purer, also longer acting, because the first insulins were impure, and also the patients had to inject frequently every day. In the process, we developed purer insulins. We developed insulins with a longer duration of action by adding substances that prolong the action of insulin. In the last few years, we have what we call analogs, new insulins, where we change the molecule to improve the properties of insulin. So continuously, we develop the products to ensure better treatment for diabetics. In hemophilia, we started with factor 7A. It is a product for patients that they develop antibodies to factor 8, and subsequently factor 8 does not work anymore. So we developed this product, factor 7A, which bypasses factor 8 and makes the coagulation possible.
Ecco, voi avete messo anche a punto nuovi sistemi di delivery per questi farmaci che semplificano la vita dei pazienti.
Actually, when we see the pictures of syringes that were used 90 years ago, and when we see the delivery systems of today, practically it's a revolution, because we have made systems that make the injection of insulin simple and practically painless.
Ecco, il diabete in Italia si stima che affligga circa 5 milioni di italiani, se contiamo anche le famiglie arriviamo sicuramente a un numero intorno ai 10 milioni, quindi una malattia a grandissimo impatto sociale. Ecco, cosa fa Novo Nordisk, quali sono i progetti principali per il diabete e anche per l'emofilia in termini di social responsibility?
Actually, the number of diabetics grows very fast. In the year 2000, we had 150 million diabetics in the world. In the year 2011, we had 366 million diabetics. This represents a huge cost to the society. And the big cost is not the treatment of diabetes itself, which is only 6% of the cost. The big part of the cost, 94% of the cost, it is the treatment of the complications that appear because of the poor control of diabetes. So it's very important for the society, it's very important for our company, but all people involved, to find ways to treat diabetes better in order to avoid the late complications and alleviate this part of the cost from the society.
E quali sono i progetti importanti in questa direzione che Novo Nordisk sta portando avanti?
I would like to say a few words about Changing Diabetes, which is a Novo Nordisk product. With Changing Diabetes, we try to bring up diabetes in the public agenda, improve awareness about the disease, find better ways to educate people, stakeholders in diabetes, patients, about the treatment of diabetes, about better control of diabetes, try to remove the burden from the society, but from each individual patient as well.